Well, hello, Ray fans. It's Ken Lawson, Renaissance Man, and I am back with Clack Symphony featuring Hans Zimmer from RAYE. I have looked into the song a little bit because I wanted to get a couple things out of the way and look at. I know Hans Zimmer's music because I've heard it for years in movies and songs and things like that. But I wanted to see if he uses real orchestra when he records. And from what I can tell, he uses a blend because he has a massive sample library for orchestra that he works with. But when he records, sometimes he uses real orchestra. He does a blend. So I wanted to see that right up front. If he uses orchestra in this, I don't know yet. I did also see that the Clack Symphony is referencing high heel shoes. So that's where we are on this, and that's most of what I know with it. Anyway, we're going to jump in pretty quickly and see how this goes. If you want to support me on Patreon, that would be wondermous. And if you do not, then I will see you here constantly. Just like and subscribe, do those things for me. I would appreciate it. Sounds like a symphony. Ooh, I love the notes going with the...
Did you know the odds to be born on this earth's 1 in 400 trillion? I conquered those odds, yet I can't conquer leaving this house. I eat, sleep, scroll and work, but there has to be more than just merely existing. In fact, I was thinking there's not enough wine in the fridge to unleash me in this feeling. Fiends for some feminine healing. By that I mean I called my girls and said SOS, pick a dress, pick a time and an address for the outgoing tonight. Send a call out,
ooh, I got a chill from that.
Calling all my baddest women, it's about to go down. Click, 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 clack, symphony, I need that. Click, 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 clack, symphony, I love the sound of it. You let the girls
beautifully made video.
She's empowered by the sound of us marching. Her legs are hurting, but her back is still arching. And the sound reminds me that it's going to be alright. And I never could have guessed I started my morning in tears. Got a great walk.
Okay, hold on. Wow, already freaking love this. I'm bringing up lyrics over here, by the way, just so I can keep up because, Ray sings so fast and says so much. But I'm not going to delve, too deeply into lyrics. I'll try to, keep it balanced. But I do want to get to the gist of the song. And as always, I won't make you watch me read lyrics. I'll just tell you a summation of what I read. Okay, so it basically sounds like she's in a state of depression and just holed up at home and not going out and not doing anything. And she finally hits this moment where she's like, okay, I've got to break this cycle of just sitting here whiling away my nights and days. And calls up her friend, says, hey, get me a dress, pick a time and a dress. I like that. Pick a dress, pick a time and a dress. That's cool. For we're going out tonight. The other thing I love is, when she's talking about the click, click, clack symphony, and that it's the sound of their heels, as they go out. And it's a symphony because it's her and her friends. I like this part here. Her legs are hurting, but her back is still arching. And this sound reminds me that it's going to be all right, which sounds to me like she hasn't been out in so long and wearing heels that her legs are getting sore from wearing heels, but she's still keeping herself upright and still putting on the look. She's not going to let that go. What we may do is walk through the visuals toward the end of the video, and I may just pause on particular scenes of what I like and then some of the cool stuff because there's so many different looks in here. But here I'm just gonna click on a couple of them because let's face it, this shot here is just awesome. What a cool pose for that. And then having the martini on her heel, on her shoe. That's so cool. And you notice that the glass is empty. So she's been going through a few. Oh, look at these heels, by the way. The design on the heel itself with the ball at the end, that looks dangerous to me. And then trying to break free of the constraints of the depression that she's in, just bundled up in her bed, Yeah, and I'll figure out what she's trying to convey with that. But I've seen a couple of shots like this through the years that I always think they're cool. All right, let's get back into it. Loving the music, by the way.
And the sun reminds me that it's going to be alright. And I never could have guessed I started my morning in tears. Got a great waterproof mascara I can recommend. I should try my luck in Hollywood and find some auditions, because the way I fake this smile could pay the mortgage and the rent.
Hans Zimmer is the perfect person to do this.
Alone, I feel like no one really needs me. So thank you, Carly, for having a sixth sense and for calling to remind me we don't settle for depression on a Friday night. I need a pep talk, I need a hug, I need a dance floor.
I love her accent.
Life, I need to get out the house more and really start living it. Heavy is the burdens that are weighing on me. I will lay them down and know some pink and blue lies. Call my girls and said SOS, bigger dress, bigger time, and a dress for me, all going out. Send a call out, send a call out, calling on my baddest.
I want to go back and hear that little climb there. That was beautiful. Starting out that, hitting down low in there and then just using her entire range to go up through there. Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, that's cool the way they did that. The posse has arrived.
Jimmy Choo, it's time to open up the closet. It's a sad sight to see me in a blonde, gather cobwebs. Why I'm like an alien in every dress I try side.
I can't wait to see who directed this.
Anything that's hurt me, left, they give up on me. Am I just a product of everything that was done to me? Run to me, come to me, someone bring the sun to me. I can see the glimmer of the girl who won't believe. She needs a pep talk.
Wow, this is one of the most accomplished songs I've heard her do as far as the arrangement and the way she's using her voice in so many ways. Beautiful job of laying this out, and the timing is impeccable. Wow, I couldn't be more impressed. That's just amazing. Let me look at the lyrics real quick. I'll try and summarize this one a little more quickly. Summarize, not surmise. All right, so basically, we're still on the thing of her realizing that she has a problem and that she needs help to get out of it, and appreciating her friends and the feminine empowerment and all of that that goes with it, to help break the cycle for her and get her to a place where she can go out and try and really break the cycle by getting back out into the world. Okay, let's get back into it. God, there's so much I want to, I could go through this video shot by shot for an hour and just break apart lighting and everything because it's so beautifully shot. I love this with the quick harmonies though. Beautiful.
She needs a hug, she needs a dance floor. She's got one little life, she needs to get out the house more and try and start living it. Heavy as a burden.
I love them using the shoes to climb. There you go. Ooh, love this look. Beautiful on her. It's one of my favorite looks she's ever had. I don't think I've seen her.
The season of her life had been cold, lonely, and tough.
I don't think I've seen her dance.
Though she slipped back into a darkness she had hoped by now to have overcome. She had learned a beautiful lesson, and she kissed her girls goodbye and thanked them for getting her out the house.
Wow, I feel that.
Maybe everything was going to be alright.
Ooh, I'm going to go back right there. I love the musical notes along the wires in the background, like staff lines. This is my favorite video of hers by a mile. Everything about it, and this is my favorite look I've seen her in, and that dress and everything fits her so perfectly for her attitude and all of that. It's beautiful.
Them for getting her out the house.
And the look in her
That
eyes
maybe
when she's saying
everything
this.
was going to be alright.
I love seeing her dance, though. I haven't seen her dance much. Ooh, and the piano on the ground. Wow. Oh, wow. How cool is that? It needed this cinematic soundtrack for the video. Ooh,
and there
wow.
she danced under the weight of her clouds. But for the first time in a long time, she believed that one day she would again feel.
Okay, hold on. I got to go back. Listen to these strings swell around what she's saying here. And what's so amazing is that she's not making her voice swell with them. She's staying down in this same place and letting the music do the work of showing the joy of, making her way out of this depression and loneliness. Wow. God, these shots are just amazing. Okay, now listen to the strings coming up when she talks.
She put her headphones in, and there she danced under the weight of her clouds. But for the first time in a long time, she believed that one day she would again feel the sun.
The
She must be
hopefulness.
patient. She must have faith in the seeds that are planted beneath the snow. She must hold on, and she must let go. She'll be alright.
Felt that.
No riding shining armored knight. She will save herself this time. And in fact, tonight, she did confirm. The cold never lasts, my darling.
Wow.
It just teaches the heart how to burn.
Wow. This is one of the best songs I've heard this year. Maybe in the last few years. Jesus, I'm going to go back and rewatch this several times. Holy shit. That was so impressive. Here, I'm going to walk through. I was following the lyrics enough to see that it was her starting to feel hope again and feeling like maybe now things could be all right, that she didn't have that hope before. And all it took was her friends supporting her and getting her out of her funk to start her on the road to happiness again. But the imagery throughout this, it's just, and it's funny, the head in the TV with it up there is almost like she's trapped in her own little program. That, and I remember she was like pounding on the side of it of, get out of your own head. This is by far my favorite overall sound, look, performance, everything by her, because I love when, like the BBC stuff where she just looks so thrilled to be there, but this felt like putting together a masterpiece. And I mean, the choreography was beautiful throughout this. But this dress here, which I love this style of top anyway, with the, all the way up around the neck, like a turtleneck, but sleeveless. I've always loved that style. It's, wow, so much good. And these are the moments that really worked for me, to have all of that build and then have these moments where it was her talking and conveying what she was trying to say, with the music swelling around her and being orchestral, and I sure didn't expect her to grab onto this thing and fly up into the sky. and be uplifted by what her friends had done, and see that the world out there is there for her still. And then to be let down and the sun coming off. This is just gorgeous. Oh, and I love her hair color here. Everything about this, I guess you can tell I really like it. All right, let me go ahead and get out of this. This was almost like a transcendent experience. It was, I mean, it was that good to me how all of the elements came together so beautifully. It might sound like hyperbole, but it is not. This is one of my favorite songs I've heard in years. Truly. Anyway, but you all know with my background and with theater and art and painting, drawing, all these things, and then the music and the beautiful arrangement. All right, guys, that's enough of me gushing about this. So I will see you next time. You have a great day, great night, great life. Bye.